Welcome back in on your Monday night with the very warm weather that is still continuing in the wake of our record high today at 78 degrees. Look where we are now, 62 degrees, a very light breeze and very warm conditions that will stay with us overnight tonight. So let's check it out. We're likely only to dip back into the upper 50s, scrolling ahead into tomorrow morning. Here's that chance. Rain works into the area and it could even come in with a rumble of thunder. We're looking at that to arrive between about 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. Those showers that will begin to pick up, so could impact that morning bus stop forecast and that morning drive. But look at this, temperatures that went through the mid to upper 70s today. It was an incredibly warm day. In fact, we have never seen a day this warm this early in the season, reaching 78 degrees. Incredible warmth that we have had through the course of the 24-hour period. Mid to upper 50s for many areas, low 60s still in the Toledo metro, hanging on to 60 in Tiffin, upper 50s for upper Sandusky, at 56 over toward Napoleon. Now there are some storms off to the west. There's been the risk of some strong to severe storms over toward Chicago. That is not a risk that's going to enter into our area, but I have been monitoring at least a few strong storms that have been showing up in and around Chicago and over west of Chicago, south of Rockford, Illinois. No expected severe weather in our area, but a few rumbles of thunder that will be possible by daybreak. Now, coming off of our February that was 8.8 degrees above average, the second warmest in history, we had a day today that soared to 78 degrees, setting a brand new record. Now, one thing I am concerned about, it is the early spring bloom that may be impacting the area. Now, from a climate perspective, do you remember back in 2012, we had an extremely warm start to the spring season, similar to what we're experiencing now. Eventually, it turns colder, and it did in 2012, and we lost about 85% of the apple crop in Michigan. Nearly 90% of the cherries were lost as well. So we're going to be very cautious on this. You don't want too much warm weather too early in the season, much like we've been seeing for February and March. And it is trending right now about 20 days early, that spring bloom down around the Ohio River Valley, and that is headed up into our area. So we're very cautious. Don't want that spring bloom happening too early, because inevitably, we all know it does turn colder at some point. 50s expected out the door tomorrow morning. Rain chances will increase toward daybreak, and that cold front will sweep into the area right around or just after lunchtime. Highs will spike in the mid to upper 60s, additional showers, and then we turn cooler through the afternoon as we fall back into the 50s late in the day, and a cooler breeze Wednesday. Here it comes, rolling off the shores of Lake Erie. Will keep many areas upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Highs will peak out in the mid to upper 60s Tuesday. Scattered shower, perhaps a rumble of thunder, and our 10-day forecast is 51 with a lake breeze on Wednesday. Cooler breeze continues into Thursday, back in the upper 40s. Rain chances will increase again Friday late in the day toward the evening and overnight. This could be a bit more of a soaker, half an inch to an inch of rain Friday night to Saturday. Some additional rain chances into Saturday, then the cooler breeze again into the weekend as we do spring forward 1 hour this Sunday, mid 40s, and we'll stay in the mid 40s into early next week with another rise back towards 60 or warmer toward the end of that 10-day forecast.